ancient Greeks called them by their Greek god names. Unsurprisingly, Jupiter was Zeus, Mercury was Hermes, and Venus was Aphrodite. The ancient Babylonians also named the planets after their deities. Jupiter was Marduk, Mercury was Nebo, and Venus was the goddess Ishtar. All the planets, except for Earth, were named after Greek and Roman gods and goddesses. Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Venus, and Mercury were given their names thousands of years ago. The tradition of naming the planets after Greek and Roman gods and goddesses was carried on for the other planets discovered as well. Mars was the Roman god of war. Mercury was named after the Roman god of travel. Saturn was named after the Roman god of agriculture. Neptune was named after the Roman god of the sea. Jupiter was the king of the Roman gods. Venus was named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty. Uranus was named after an ancient Greek king of the gods. Earth is an English-German name, which simply means the ground. 5 naked-eye planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, have been known since antiquity. The Greeks called them Hermes, Aphrodite, Ares, Zeus, and Kronos respectively. Centuries later, the Romans adopted the planets of the Greeks and simply changed their names to Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. All was well until 1781, when German-born English astronomer William Herschel discovered a planet beyond Saturn. For more than half a century, there was no agreement on a name, and astronomers often referred to it as the planet Herschel. Cooler heads finally prevailed, and the name Uranus was added to the list. In 1846, the English and French mathematicians John Couch Adams and Urbain Jean-Joseph Leverrier simultaneously predicted the position of an 8th planet, which all the astronomers found easily. After much wrangling, astronomers agreed on the name Neptune. In 1930, a young English girl named Pluto threw an international appeal for suggestions. Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are all names of Roman gods, so their choices preserved the overall naming scheme of the solar system. Galileo Galilei discovered the first planetary moons around Jupiter in 1609. He wanted to name them the Medicean stars after his benefactor Cosimo de' Medici. However, the classical nomenclature that had prevailed for more than 2,000 years won out. Classical names were applied as more and more planetary moons were discovered, and also Neptune's moons got their names from Greek water gods, and the names of Pluto's moons came from mythological inhabitants of the underworld. Greeks gave our moon the name Selene, and Earth was Gaia. Both our modern words, Earth and Moon, derive from Middle English. So rather than Gaia or Selene, we have just plain old Earth and the Moon. And that's it for today. See you all in next episode.